folks, it's Bruce here. How you doing? Have you ever been figuring out how to batch record your stuff so that you have a better workflow for your podcast or whatever creative endeavor you're doing? Well, a couple of things that I do in order to batch is batching my work. I find that's the easiest thing. It allows your brain to start moving on certain ways. And so, for instance, when I'm doing my podcasts, and I have multiple podcasts, so I have two different podcasts and a radio station. And so when I'm doing all of my recording, I do all my recording together. I might record for one podcast for an hour, then record for another podcast for an hour, and the morning is set for recording. So I do all my recording together. The next day, I might do all of my editing. And if I'm doing video, I would edit all of my videos at that time. And I would do one podcast for an hour, then do another podcast for an hour, something along that line. And it allows, and then the next day I would move into podcast editing where I'm doing the audio. So I'm working in batches, even though they're multiple different shows, I'm doing recording at the same time because your mind gets into a recording mindset. So you do recording at the same time, then you do your editing at the same time, and then I do my uploading at the same time. And this allows me to keep a mindset on the recording, set things up for recording instead of tearing down and setting back up. And it allows me to edit everything together. And it helps keep your mind focused. In between there, build in some breaks. If you're going to do something in the morning, something in the afternoon, then make sure you switch it. I usually have a lunch break in the middle of that so that you're putting your mind into new gear. And I do this for my art. I do it for my podcasts. I do it for my television show. I do whatever I'm going to do. I split it up and switch gears like that. So if you're doing any creative tasks, one of the best ways to get it done quickly and efficiently is to batch your recording, batch your editing, batch your uploading, whatever it is, so that you've allocated like 2 hours to do the recording and you do all of your recording at the same time. That's one of the best ways I've found to create content. It allows your mind to stay sharp and it keeps you focused on the task. If you're doing kind of the recording and then you're going into editing, then you're going into uploading, and then you go back to recording, your mind is all over the place. And even if I'm doing my art, let's say I'm going to do cartooning in the afternoon, I might do recording in the morning, cartooning in the afternoon. Whatever you do, build it in blocks of, I like to build 2 hour blocks, 2 or 3 hour blocks, for one kind of task. It doesn't have to be the same task. It has to be one kind of task. In that 3 hours, build a couple small breaks in there. And that way you're not checking email, you're not doing social media, you're focusing on the content that you have to do. And that's going to help you not only create faster, but you'll have everything set up where it will bring into more ideas so that you can create better and more content. Hope that helps.